A luz caminha em zigue-zague sobre o mar. O pulso calmo da maré vem nos encontrar. O azul se dobra em tons de areia e sal. Momento que parece quase imortal. O horizonte é uma linha que ninguém cruzou, nesse balanço que o tempo nos ensinou.
Welcome back to the channel. If you ever wondered where to find the absolute clearest water in Brazil, you are looking at it right now. Welcome to Arraial do Cabo. Known as the Brazilian Caribbean, this little slice of paradise sits just a few hours outside the craziness of Rio de Janeiro, but it feels like an entirely different world. Today, we are taking a trip down to one of the most breathtaking spots in the region, Praia do Atalaia, or more specifically, the stunning Prainhas do Pontal do Atalaia. But before you come, I have a few quick tips to make sure your trip goes smoothly. First, make sure you eat well and stay hydrated before you head down. The trip demands that you eat and hydrate well. Plus, the food at the beach is on the pricier side, so you'll thank me later. Also, feel free to bring your own snacks and drinks, but remember that you'll need to take your trash with you. So make sure to bring some sort of bag to gather your waste and help us keep this place beautiful. Next, when you enter Arraial do Cabo, there is an information booth where you can get all the details you need. If you need to use Google Translate, don't hesitate to use it. They have all the information to help you plan your day. Finally, when planning your journey to the beach, keep in mind there are two ways to arrive and depart from Praia da Atalaia: by boat taxi or regular taxi, with each operating from different locations.
For your first time here in Arraial do Cabo, I would recommend you come here by taxi. Usually they have 6 seats available and they wait for the whole car to get filled up, so you basically split the price with everybody. It's about 15 reais per person. Total it would be 90 reais, which is about 15 reais would be about $3, so not too bad. 100% recommend you do this route because you arrive on top right here and you get this beautiful view here. Coming down the stairs, which is the best way to arrive here. Check it out.
And if you do decide to go there and back by boat taxi, make sure not to buy a round trip ticket, which I will explain all later.
As you can see, a picture on these stairs is extremely Instagrammable. Just take a look. Everyone's taking pictures here. Actually gonna get out of the way. You get a very beautiful view of the beach here. Just make sure you're very well hydrated and you got enough food in your stomach. If you got any sort of health issues, I would recommend maybe skipping this one. If you're completely healthy, I 100% recommend coming up or down these stairs.
As soon as you arrive to the beach, a lot of vendors will try to get you as a client. I recommend walking around. There are plenty of vendors spread out, so focus on getting the part of the beach that you want to stay around and also shopping around for prices.
Let's see how much the English prices are. Hey, what's up, my friend? Do you speak English? Does anyone speak English here? Do you speak English? Hey, do you speak English? Cool. How much for a chair and umbrella?
How much?
How much?
1,000. Oh, 100.
Ah,
100.
100.
Yes.
Reais.
Yes.
For a whole day?
Oh, all day.
All day. If I consume, can I pay with my consumption?
Some?
Eats. Like, no. First 100 reais, then I pay for everything else. Yeah. Okay, my friend. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. All right. Let's see how much it is for Portuguese speaking prices. Meu amigo,
Oi, amigo.
quanto custa para uma cadeira e uma guarda de sol?
Um guarda-sol, amigão, tá sozinho?
É.
Porque aqui na praia, amigão, o padrão. Tá R$100 o guarda-sol.
100 reais, é tudo? Ah, sim, sim. E a consumação? Não
A
dá?
consumação é a parte, mas infelizmente.
Ah, então é 100 reais mais a comida.
Sim,
beleza. Tá
Qual é o
bom.
seu preço, amigão? Consigo fazer pro seu R$70 ali. Você tá sozinho,
70
né?
reais,
Sim,
isso.
se for um guarda-sol desse grande, como a gente
Tá bom.
Tá?
Beleza, muito obrigado,
Nada,
valeu.
amigo.
70 reais. All right, so I got it down to 70 reais by speaking a little bit of Portuguese, being a little friendly. So that's something to consider when you're traveling. I mean, it doesn't make a big difference for you if you're making a dollar. The gringo tax, I actually think it's a little justified. I will say the food and everything here, they're gonna price gouge you a little bit here for sure. But if you're hungry, you gotta eat, you know what I mean? I saw a regular plate. I was talking to one of these owners of these kiosks, and it's about 150 reais for a regular lunch meal. That's about, let me see, 30 bucks. I mean, to eat with the privilege of this view over here, it's kind of worth it. At the same time, I'd rather just eat ahead of time and save some money. And the tourists you see here are not English speakers. They are usually from Argentina, surprisingly. A lot of Argentinians come here. So if you speak Spanish, it can go a really long way here because there's a lot of tourists that come from Argentina. So there's a lot of Spanish-speaking Brazilians here too. So if you fall into the category of a gringo that speaks Spanish, you're gonna do really well here. This is one of the safest feeling beaches I've been to in all of Brazil, and it is in the state of Rio de Janeiro. So it's not like everywhere in Rio de Janeiro you gotta be worried. I got this microphone, I'm holding a camera right here. I'm drawing a lot of attention towards me, and I'm not worried at all because I'm not worried at all because it's one of the safer spots here in Brazil, especially in Rio de Janeiro. So if you have a trip planned to Rio de Janeiro and you're just getting an idea now of what's around Rio de Janeiro, come here. This is awesome. Of course, Copacabana, Ipanema are things you must see, but there are other beaches, as you can see, like this one. And man, if you go to Rio de Janeiro and you don't come to this beach, you are really missing out. All right, gonna do a water check here. And you know, the water isn't too bad. This beach is known to have very cold water, especially in the off season. But on the high season, when it's summertime here, this is actually, it's a beautiful day. We got a blue sky. The problem is it's extremely windy. In the summertime, everything is double the price, but the water is warmer and there's no wind and this beach gets fuller. So it's all about what you want. If you want to save some money, you want to empty your beach, and you don't mind the cold water, come here during the off season. Perfect for you. If you want the best case scenario for this beach, then you would come here in January, February, March. So that's up to you. I'm here in Rio de Janeiro. I'm in the area. So, and I really love this beach. It's one of my favorite beaches.
Guys, I ended up taking a dip, and I can confirm the water is pretty cold. It's not as bad as California beaches like Santa Cruz, but it's a little windy, and you know, it's not summertime. In the summertime, this place is absolute magic. But anyway, I'm having a great time here today. I think, honestly, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with the cold water, not a big deal for me. So coming here to Arraial do Cabo, to this specific beach, by boat, buy a one-way ticket. It's 20 reais. If you get a round-trip ticket, you'll be guaranteed a ride back. The problem is that there are so many other companies here. So you might be stuck here waiting for your specific company to pick you up. So you could arrange just a one-way ticket, come here, enjoy, and there'll be many other boats here waiting for you. So you could get back to a place where you can pick up an Uber and get to where you want to go. All right, moving on to the boat tour. We are at Praia dos Anjos. This is where most tours leave from. Here is where you buy the tickets to the boat tour, or if you want to buy a boat taxi to a specific beach. On this day, I was joined by the wonderful Paola. Choose your operator wisely. Some are party boats with loud music and open bars, while others are smaller, quieter, and more focused on snorkeling. These trips usually last around 3.5 to 4 hours, and they take you to the most pristine, untouched spots in the region. On this day, we paid 250 reais per person. The vibe on these party boats is spectacular. Everyone's having a great time, everyone is enjoying, and the dynamic always seems to feel very social. I bet you're wondering why this water is this incredible color here. This is due to an upwelling phenomenon. Cold, nutrient-rich water from the deep in the Atlantic is pushed to the surface, which explains why the marine life is so incredibly abundant here as well. Some notable marine life in the area includes green sea turtle, humpback whale, sperm whale, and many other different marine life as well. As of late 2025, specific areas in Arraial do Cabo have earned the prestigious Blue Flag certification. This is an international eco label that confirms a beach meets rigorous standards for water quality, safety, and environmental management. Look, I do not want to knock Ipanema or Copacabana, each incredible beaches in their own right. But if you are in Rio de Janeiro and you're spending significant time there and you do not come to a place like Arraial do Cabo, you are 100% missing out. And there's a lot of cool things to explore within this region close by, such as Búzios, which has a spectacular nightlife. I hope you guys found this video helpful and enjoyable as you plan your own trip to this beautiful paradise. If you have any questions about the journey, or if there is anything I missed, drop them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more travel tips and adventures, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.